Dave Stieren Show continues now, exclusively on News Talk 103.7 FM and 750 AM KFQD.
I have learned a few things growing up in the Midwest that during college football season, rivalries are important. They're what makes sports and conflict great. Traditionally, we watch the Army-Navy game, even though there is no national championship titles on the line whenever those teams play in football. And coming up this weekend, the United States Army takes on the Air Force team that is loaded with Canadian ringers.
Well, come on. We don't have too much bacon on the team.
I tell you what, we're in studio with Captain Stuart McCubbin.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Phil Diaz and Sergeant Jason Karlowski.
Yes, sir.
Did I butcher your name? You got to get a little closer there, Sergeant. Come on now.
We're good, sir.
All right. No, it's just Dave. It's the gray hair. Everybody calls me sir. Can I tell you a brief aside from that? When USS Anchorage came up here for its big Newtonian party, I flew down there on an Osprey, and I felt like ancient because every sailor and Marine on that ship called me sir. I don't even get called sir at home. I don't even get called sir on payday at my office when I'm handing checks out. It's terrible. So whose idea was this to here in the midst of Anchorage, that is a big military supportive team, to now pit two of our favorite branches against each other, including Canadians, over at UAA this coming weekend? I'm looking at him, aren't I?
Well, I guess it's been something that's been talked about for quite some time now, sir, and just decided to make it a reality and pull the trigger and move forward with this. Now,
when you announced the game, and first of all, it is sponsored by the Sergeant Audie Murphy Club. What are the goals? Is it a fundraiser? Is it when people want to watch this coming up Saturday at UAA? What should they be prepared for?
So one thing that we looked at doing was the essence of the Sergeant Audie Murphy Club is to do volunteer work, charity, fundraiser, stuff like that, and get more involved in the community. So we felt that this was a great opportunity to pit the Army and the Air Force together and provide something for the Anchorage community that everyone could come out and enjoy.
Now, Lieutenant Diaz, you're from Buffalo.
I am.
Home of the Buffalo Wing. Which just celebrated its 50th birthday a few days ago, by the way.
Yep, the only real buffalo wing.
Do you have a preferred recipe in the proper preparation of your buffalo wings, or are you more of a consumer as opposed to a preparer of the wings?
I'd say I'm more of a consumer.
You don't
really get busy in the kitchen.
And you're not even allowed, since you hail from Buffalo, to share any of your trade secrets, are you?
I'll give you one.
Well, okay.
Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot? Really?
Yeah. Key ingredient.
All right. I go with sriracha sauce myself.
It's an interesting choice.
Well, everybody's got their own. So, did you grow up playing hockey?
I did. Ever since I was about 5 years old. It's a hockey town, Buffalo, so everybody does. No,
when you compare with what are your other options, the Bills, you kind of have to gravitate towards.
Yeah, the Sabres are actually in last place right now.
I come over and hug you right now, but we're in the middle. I know. I'm a Bears fan, and there was a brief period of time where the majority of my fantasy football team was Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and the Buffalo Bills, and then gravity hit, and now it's got to be terrible over there. So it's a town that loves its wings and its hockey, right?
That's right.
And so when did you enlist in the Army?
I did ROTC in college, and then in 2010 I commissioned. So
you like it?
I do.
You ready to face our neighbors to the east? Captain Stuart McCubbin, we'll call you Stu. How's that?
Dave, that works for me.
Well, welcome to the Dave Stieren Show, by the way. So when you first heard that this game was kind of being organized, were you one of the first to sign up, or did people have to drag you to sign up to represent the United Air Force team?
Well, it started with actually an email from my boss, and since I've been up here for 2 years and I'm in my second year playing hockey in Anchorage, asked me if I can put a team together for the Air Force. And he looked at me, and I said, sure, no problem. And I didn't think it would be this big where I'd be here today in a radio station talking to you about this game. I mean, for us, for the Air Force, I thought it would just be a 50-minute game and then maybe talking trash maybe at the bar before and after, and we'd be done with it. But I didn't realize it'd get it to this big.
We have one thing in this nation that no other nation has, and that is hype.
Hype is right.
We have the ability to
true.
hype anything.
Yes.
I'll remind you that this is a city that invented an event in which you race with a reindeer. We have the running of the reindeer. So a United Air Force team that features members of the United States Air Force as well as the Canadian Air Force. Now you are here. Assess growing up in Toronto. That's your hometown, right?
Sure.
The quality of hockey played in Canada versus the quality of hockey played across the lake in Buffalo in the U.S.
Well, I was just saying earlier.
You guys are going to leave here cutting each other. I just know it.
I was saying earlier to Phil, I've never been to Buffalo, but for Toronto hockey.
Can you hear the sad as it echoes from across?
Yeah, I've been to Toronto.
Yeah.
Played hockey there. So.
It's funny when I say I'm from Canada and a lot of Americans, oh, yeah, I've been up to Canada to play hockey. I've never said I've been to the States to play hockey. So growing up, we've always obviously loved hockey. And if you really want to, get to the heart of a Canadian, you talk about hockey. And boy, do we love to win and we hate to lose.
Yeah.
So obviously, hockey is what we do, is what we breathe, and what we watch. We take pride, we take ownership in the game. I mean, from the NHL to juniors to the Olympics, we love the game of hockey. And so when I got an email and say, can you put teams together? Well, that's second nature. For sure. No problem. Let's do this. Let's get this going. And this is awesome to be here today and talk about this game. And we're really looking forward to this game up here on Saturday.
Lieutenant Diaz, assess the talent of the team that you have assembled.
Well, we have a pretty wide range of players, most of them from, the northern states there, Minnesota, Michigan, New York, and New England. But we have a 4-year letter winner at West Point played. We have some guys that played some serious junior A hockey and some college stuff. So the rest of us are, high school ringers.
He's salivating
and stuff,
over there. He's salivating. I mean, he's. I don't know if he's going to point to the results of the Winter Olympic Games or not, but
I got to put that aside because that was Canada U.S. Now we're together. I'm working with the U.S. here, just albeit Army versus Air Force.
In a merely advisory role,
if you will.
If you will. Now, tell us a little bit, Sergeant Kralowski, about the event itself. When does it start? When can people show up? What is the admission and all that?
So the game will be this coming Saturday, March 15th. The doors open at 3 p.m. It's going to be at the Wells Fargo Sports Complex on the UAA campus, and the game will begin at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Where is the pre-game party at? You guys hosting separate events? I mean, you have to prepare for the event, unless that's a violation of regulations, which we don't advise. You should email me when it's not.
I think we're more likely to have a post-game affair.
Post-game affair. Now,
Yeah.
will that be a team building together sort of event, or is it going to be at separate venues?
Well, when we win, we'll invite the Canadians and the Americans. So. The all-American invite, if you will.
Wow.
Very generous. Very generous.
Aside from bragging rights over there on J Bear, are there, unless of course it's expressly forbidden, it isn't. Is there some side wagering going on? Has anyone put together the Sergeant Audie Murphy Cup for this event? And I'm looking at one of the coordinators. Tell me you've got bling for this.
We do have a trophy that will be presented to the winning team.
Oh, is it of a sizable stature? It's not one of those I got it out of an arcade machine, is it? I understand sequestration and all that. We're very sensitive to that. But come on now.
I have yet to see the trophy, but from what I've been told, it's Stanley Cup-ish.
Ish?
That could be big.
That could be a lot of things, McCubbin. That could be a lot of things. Well, it sounds like an absolutely great event. And once again, the puck drops at 4:00.
Yes, and one thing I failed to say is it's open to the general public. It's free parking, and the venue will be free as well. So everyone and anyone is invited.
Okay, next year
out.
when this is the second annual, you're going to have to work with me a little bit because I think there's a money-making opportunity here that you are squandering. You are squandering this because I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic. First of all, Alaska is a hockey state. You've got such a great cross-section of people who serve with the Royal Canadian Air Force, the United States military, and other branches either come here for a short tour or once they retire, make Alaska their new home. And this is going to be the start of a great tradition. No pressure, guys, but you're going to be the first of many of these hockey games. Make it memorable.
Well, that's good because I've got another 2 years here, Dave.
Really?
So, yes, really.
You had enough teeth to lose to be here 2
Well,
years for that?
Fortunately enough, I'm actually going to be coaching, so I've got players.
You're not going out
No,
there?
I got players. You know, I got better players than me. I think I'm a pretty good hockey player, but
You know what that
I've
is?
got better players.
Canadian fear. That's what that is. You got this, Diaz?
I'm hearing you.
All right.
I'll be out there.
Puck drops at 4 o'clock. People get there early at 3:30. And you can email me where the after party will be. Gentlemen, good luck. Coming up this Saturday at 4 o'clock over there at UAA, the Sergeant Audie Murphy first of many annual hockey games between the United States Army and the United Air Force team. Maybe you'll get an occasional Canuck in the future. Could be. You don't need him. Buffalo strong, baby.
Yeah.
Buffalo strong.
I think our
Say it with your
All-American
chest. Say it with your chest on Saturday. That's all. That's all. But you'll be padding up. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming by.